Hey everybody, it's Mark Pruitt with another strategic update. I hope you're doing well along with your family. I will tell you right here in Texas, it is hot. Summer has hit. We were very lucky in July. We've had one of the cooler Julys. Actually, it's the coolest July that I remember in my last 30 plus years here. So it's been interesting to see a cool July. In fact, I can tell you though, that's gone. I mean, it's hot here. In fact, how hot is it? I can tell you the National Weather Service has just issued instructions on how to bake a lasagna by sticking it in the mailbox. If you want to do that, go ahead and let me know how that works out for you. Thought I'd give you a quick update in regards to what's going on. You know, I mentioned earlier a few weeks back that we felt like the Dow would close at 35,000, and it has now happened. So, in fact, it's continuing at this point to continue to go forward. That's a positive thing. So let's kind of briefly look at what's happening or what we feel will happen or some potential things coming forward for the rest of the year. Number one, the Fed has talked clearly about interest rates at this point remaining, which we've stated all along that they won't be raising those the rest of this year. We still are holding to that and feel like that won't even be discussed probably until the last half of next year. And where did that come from? That actually came from a 60-minute interview with the Fed Chairman Powell, where he said they are going to really start looking at it then. And that's usually talking about it, which we've referenced in the past. And we think that's going to continue to hold true. The other thing that I would tell you is whether the economy is going to tighten or the markets begin to tighten or whether they continue to move forward in a positive way, that's going to be yet to be seen. A lot of it's going to depend on how much money is printed, which is they are still talking about that right now in regards to infrastructure plans. And so that's important as well to keep an eye on. I can tell you, though, in regards to your portfolios, there are things that we are doing right now as far as and have done not only in rebalancing, but also making some adjustments along the way. And here's the way I will tell you, think about it like this, and just if you watch sports at all, whether it's hockey, baseball, football, basketball, you will have a team that is on the field, and then coaches will pull players and insert other players. If they want to become more defensive, they may, in basketball as an example, they may give you some bigger players. If you want speed, they may want more smaller players, and they insert them for basketball to get the ball court, to get it down the field, and they're more perimeter shooters versus inside shooters. There's all kinds of stuff I could give you analogy-wise, sports-wise. If you don't follow sports, and you may have no clue what I'm talking to you about. But the bottom line is coaches will push and pull players depending on what is needed on the field. And that is the exact same thing that happens and should happen in regards to your portfolios. Example, we exited financials right before financials begin to take a downturn. We exited the Russell 2000 right before it began to take a downturn, and we are out of those. And so are we still long in energy? Yes, we're still long in energy. Are we beginning to look at utilities, which did not do well the first half of this year? We weren't in them. They're starting to do that. And what that normally happens is there are some leading indicators that I've mentioned in the past that we're always looking at that kind of helps us see which way the direction of the market is going. And right now it's kind of in a transitional period of saying where they're kind of waiting to see, is the market going to continue to move based on potential stimulus packages such as infrastructure, or will markets begin to tighten a little bit? And tighten does not mean a downturn as in a crash. It just means the growth begins to decelerate a little bit and slow down. And so when that happens, we feel like there will be things such as utilities, other players that we will put in and insert even more than what we have now. So if you see a little bit of movement in your portfolios, some of that is because we are capturing some of the profits that have been taking, we are readjusting, and getting prepared for what is coming ahead. We'll stay on top of that. But, the good news is the markets got where we expected them to get. In fact, they actually, in my opinion, got there a little quicker at the Dow 35,000. So we've hit some new highs with the S&P 500 as well. So I'm sure some of you are watching that. But the point is, we're watching the players that you have in your portfolios, and we're pushing and bringing people in the game, putting them in the game, and taking them out of the game as needed. So if you've got questions on that, don't hesitate. Feel free to call us at any time. Hopefully you're having a good summer with your family. And if you're in Texas, I know you're trying to find a shade tree somewhere. If you're somewhere else in the part of the country, hopefully your weather is a little bit cooler than ours. But thank you guys for being here. We appreciate your confidence in us. Got any questions, don't be afraid to call us, 1-800-381-8870. God bless and have a great day.